Now that Angie Stone's family has given her this amazing send-off and her body has been laid to rest, it's time to ask her some serious questions. One being, what really happened to Angie and why? In order to get to the ending of a story, we first have to start with the beginning. Remember, prior to Angie passing, she went on the internet and made some very startling claims about Universal Music.
It's the second part of the ugly truth. We begin to research things to check on my royalties and my statements and things that of that nature, only to find out a lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. As I begin to find out things that I never had to look into, because when you hire a team of people that to some degree supposed to have your back, you're thinking that they're getting it all together for you. You know, that's why, I respect Oprah Winfrey in that respect when she said, do your own research. I just Stone, the celebrity, that I let a lot of important things slip through the cracks only because I didn't know any better. I worked very hard to take care of my kids as a single mother, and I'm being transparent. My kids' fathers just were not doing what they're supposed to do. So I had to step up and go in and do everything that I needed to do for my family, which is why I worked so hard, which is why I traveled so much, which is why I did shows, because at the end of the day, after 40-something years in the business, I'm like, well, why? Where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. And even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs, all the songs that I've done. I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to. People that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I'm truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time. Because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. See, I'm not an attorney. I don't know everything. What I learned how to do was go out, work hard, get paid, come home, pay my bills, take care of my family. That part. The legal side, when you hire attorneys and managers and agents, they're supposed to make sure the gray area over there that they're in the driver's seat for, they're supposed to make sure you're taken care of. And even though they were taking care of themselves, they thought very little of taking care of me. And I know because I've seen it with my own eyes. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coin.
They always say hindsight is 20/20, but this is a little eerie. Guys, listen to this.
And if I never get it, at least you heard it from me, because I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me. Okay?
Look at Angie Stone. I've known Angie since I was a kid. I remember the last show we did together. Me, her, and Legacy at the Showboat Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. It was in the winter. It snowed. They were talking about canceling it. But Angie said, nope, there are people who are coming and we are going to be here. Jag, will you be here? Letty, will you be here? We here. She was the headliner that night.
I'm nothing without you. I'm everything with you.
It was a good night. And Angie was so worried about making sure that the show went on. That's how she was. She was a worker, hard worker. Mother a neo soul, and they still don't want to give her the credit for it. Now all of a sudden, after being blackballed and ostracized, I think she was starting to figure out that her home had been breached.
They stole more money from me than they stole from Angie. I can't stop thinking about Nick Carter. And Aaron Carter, I can't stop thinking. Brother in the Illuminati, brother not in the Illuminati. Brother in the Illuminati commits all kinds of heinous crimes against women, and he's okay, but his brother's gone. And all he wanted was his money so he could push on. Like, how many of these things have to happen in front of the public? Of course they're going to attack, I'll be sure. Of course they're going to attack me. Of course they're going to attack anybody who's interested in the truth. Of course they're going to come at us really hard for that first 72 hours and make sure we stop posting or at least get us flagged from being able to go live so nobody thinks about the details of the fact that we just watch Angie Stone get moved around in real time.
3 months later, she gone. And she died on her son's birthday.
Now, like Jaguar Wright, I also find it weird that Angie Stone's demise took place only a few months after she went out and publicly displayed what was going on with her royalties and how she was being mistreated. Now, also, they let us believe that she had died in a van incident, which that wasn't really true because everyone else survived and then she just died. She was the only one. Now, I'll admit that was a little hard to swallow. So a woman came forward on TikTok and she stated that she actually helped Angie Stone and that both she and Angie Stone was sitting on the side of the road when Angie got hit by an 18-wheeler. So no, she did not die in a van incident. She actually died because she got hit by an 18-wheeler. Now the question is where's the guy who was driving an 18-wheeler? Why nobody knows anything about him? Who is he? Where did he come from? We haven't heard anything. And I also heard that the lady from TikTok, when she first put up the story, she had no idea who Angie Stone was. And then once she found out or whatever happened, crickets. All the posts disappeared. People couldn't find them. And so, yeah, that was really weird. So, guys, drop in my comments and let me know if what Jaguar Wright is saying is true, if you believe that that's true. I'm Audi 5000, but y'all can always catch me in these YouTube streets.